Is newer always better? When it comes to Mercedes-Benz, the answer might surprise you. While modern models boast cutting-edge technology and sleek designs, they've also lost some of the charm, craftsmanship, and durability that made classic Mercedes vehicles truly iconic. From the fading presence of the iconic hood ornament to the increasing reliance on plastic components, let's explore compelling reasons why older Mercedes-Benz cars continue to outshine their newer counterparts. One, the disappearance of the iconic hood ornament. For decades, Mercedes sedans and wagons proudly displayed the three-pointed star on their hoods, a symbol of prestige, refinement, and tradition. But look at today's lineup, and you'll notice it's missing. Most new models have adopted the large emblem embedded in the grille, aligning with the sportier styling of Mercedes coupes and performance lines. While this design choice may appeal to a younger, performance-driven audience, it sacrifices a defining hallmark of Mercedes-Benz luxury. The hood ornament wasn't just a badge, it was a statement. Older Mercedes vehicles carried a road presence and sophistication that's harder to find in today's models. The removal of this feature signals a shift away from understated elegance toward uniformity and mass appeal. 2. The loss of hand-built AMG engines. Mercedes-AMG has long stood as the brand's performance flagship, where power met precision. Traditionally, AMG engines were hand-assembled by a single technician, who even signed the finished engine. This wasn't just marketing hype, it was craftsmanship, and it showed. But things changed. With models like the C43 and E43, AMG began offering vehicles without the hand-built engines, instead using mass-produced powertrains shared with other Mercedes models. While these engines are still powerful, they lack the exclusivity and attention to detail that defined AMG's reputation. To enthusiasts and purists, this move diluted the AMG brand, reducing the emotional connection once felt between driver and machine. 3. Too much plastic in the engine bay. Pop the hood of an old-school Mercedes, especially an AMG, and you'd be greeted by a work of mechanical art. Polished aluminum, precision-welded metal, and beautifully arranged components reflected the engineering excellence within. It wasn't just about function, it was about showcasing the heart of the car. Today, lift the hood on most new Mercedes models, and you're more likely to find a sea of plastic engine covers. While they serve a purpose, like reducing noise and protecting components, they also hide the mechanical intricacy that once made these engine bays so captivating. This overuse of plastic signals a move toward cost-cutting and consumer convenience over the mechanical beauty that once defined the brand. 4. The loss of classy, subtle design. Mercedes-Benz was once synonymous with understated elegance. Their sedans, especially AMG variants, exuded quiet power. You could own a car that outperformed sports cars but looked like a diplomat's ride, not a racer's. But that subtlety has largely disappeared. Modern AMGs now come with aggressive body kits, enormous vents, exaggerated diffusers, and even bold racing stripes. While some buyers appreciate the flashy aesthetic, it represents a significant departure from Mercedes' roots. Instead of timeless sophistication, newer models increasingly chase trends, blending into the high-performance crowd rather than standing apart with quiet confidence. 5. All Mercedes sedans look the same now. Once upon a time, you could instantly tell the difference between an S-Class, E-Class, and C-Class just by their proportions and styling cues. Each model had its own character, distinct grilles, lights, and body lines that gave them unique identities. Now, remove the badging, and many casual observers couldn't tell one sedan from another. Mercedes has adopted a unified design language across its entire sedan lineup. While this creates brand consistency and helps reduce production costs, it also strips away individuality. The once distinct silhouettes and personalities of each class have been replaced with a one-size-fits-all aesthetic. 6. Heavier dependence on software and electronics. Modern Mercedes vehicles are packed with technology, from advanced driver assist systems to infotainment features. But this increased reliance on software has introduced more potential failure points. Older Mercedes models focused on mechanical excellence and had fewer electronic systems to malfunction. Owners of classic Mercedes appreciate the simpler diagnostics, fewer sensors, and the ability to fix problems without expensive dealership visits. While technology offers convenience, it often comes at the cost of long-term reliability and ease of maintenance. Seventh decline in interior material quality. Step into an older Mercedes and you'll immediately notice the high-quality materials. Real wood trim, thick leather seats, and solid switchgear that feels like it was built to last. Many of today's models, particularly in the lower trim levels, rely on synthetic leathers and cost-effective materials that don't match the durability or feel of their predecessors. This shift toward cost efficiency has diluted the luxury experience that once defined every inch of a Mercedes cabin. While new interiors may appear more modern, they often lack the tactile satisfaction and long-term wear resistance of older models. 8. Built for longevity, not just lease terms. Older Mercedes models were engineered for longevity. Many were designed to easily surpass 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. These cars were meant to be driven for decades, with overbuilt components and engineering that prioritized durability. Modern Mercedes cars, like many premium brands today, are often designed with leasing in mind. This results in parts and systems optimized for short-term performance rather than long-term ownership. Enthusiasts who value cars that stand the test of time often gravitate toward the older models, knowing they were built with endurance, not just convenience, in mind. 9. Timeless style over trendy design. Classic Mercedes cars feature styling that remains elegant and timeless decades later. From the iconic lines of the W123 to the stately presence of the W140 S-Class, these cars exude class that transcends generations. Modern models, while sleek and high-tech, tend to follow industry design trends that may not age as gracefully. Many new Mercedes vehicles adopt aggressive styling cues that appeal to contemporary tastes but may lose their visual appeal as trends shift. Older designs, by contrast, were rooted in proportion, simplicity, and balance, qualities that never go out of style. Conclusion: are older Mercedes really better? When it comes to craftsmanship, distinct identity, and timeless appeal, older Mercedes-Benz vehicles still have the edge. While modern models have undoubtedly advanced in technology, safety, and performance, they often lack the personality, attention to detail, and handcrafted feel that made their predecessors legendary. Old Mercedes cars were built to last, mechanically and stylistically. They carried with them a sense of pride, not just for owners, but for the engineers and craftsmen behind them. If you value mechanical beauty, hand-built precision, and subtle luxury, the classics still reign supreme. So what do you think? Do you prefer the understated elegance of old-school Mercedes or the high-tech flash of the new era? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into automotive heritage, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more expert car content.